The marathon is underway, and there is an enormous amount of ground and a huge number of issues that need to be covered. We have a possibility to make real progress if countries focus on what unites them rather than on what divides them. Some issues to highlight. First of all, improvements to the mechanisms. The mechanisms, effective as they are, do also still have teething problems. Delegates are in the process of compiling an overview of options to improve them while still ensuring the environmental integrity of these mechanisms. In other words, assuring that they lead to a real reduction of emissions. Then we've had 2 workshops so far on the shared vision on cooperative action. The debate there has focused on all of the building blocks: adaptation, mitigation, technology, and finance. It's been an open exchange of views. Developing countries have been making a very strong call on industrialized countries to show leadership, to take on ambitious targets, to lead. A number of those industrialized countries have indicated where they want their emissions to be in 2020. For example, the United States has indicated it wants to return emissions to 1990 levels by 2020. The EU, as many of you are aware, has committed to a 20% emission reduction by 2020 and will go to -30 if other countries join. Norway is also committed to a 30% reduction against 1990 levels, and Sweden is proposing a 35% reduction against 1990 levels. On reporting of climate change action by developing countries, delegates are discussing how reporting on climate change action by developing countries can be taken forward, and this is a very important issue. So we really need support for the preparation of these reports by developing countries. They're important to assess what developing countries are already doing on their own and for which additional actions they would require measurable, reportable, and verifiable support under a Copenhagen Agreement. On technology, the Global Environment Facility yesterday announced the launch of a strategic program which is intended to scale up technology transfer, and that has been endorsed by many countries in the course of the debate today, and they have urged for it to move to an implementation phase quickly. That relates to technology, but also in a way to finance. On that issue, delegates are assessing how to scale up financing. Financial support is important for all developing countries, but especially for the least developed countries and small island states. Delegates are assessing the role of public and private financing to scale up funding, and this is important if we're to come to a cleverly designed financial architecture under a Copenhagen Agreement. Thank you.